Hello and welcome to all students in this our YouTube channel. Now students, we are in the topic of some basic concepts of chemistry. That is first chapter from the chemistry syllabus. And in our last lecture, students, we have seen what is meant by atomic mass unit. That is the unit which we are using for the measurement of mass of atom. And that unit we have seen in our last video lecture. And friends, in continuation with that point, in our today's lecture we are going to learn molecular mass. So students, in this our today's lecture we will learn what is meant by molecular mass and how to calculate molecular mass of a compound. Both the points today in our lecture we are going to learn. Now students, first of all we will look at what is meant by molecular mass. Molecular mass of a substance is the sum of average atomic masses of the atoms of an element which constitute the molecule. Students, first of all we should understand what is meant by molecule. For example, I will consider H2O, H2SO4. These are nothing but the molecules. And in these molecules, atoms are by constituting atoms we can make a molecule. So here hydrogen is an atom, oxygen is an atom, and this hydrogen is an atom, sulfur is an atom, like that. Or you can say also elements. By constituting all these elements we can study the molecule. So students, as in our definition before just I told, molecular mass is nothing but what? The sum of average atomic masses of the atoms. And that atomic masses we can get from the periodic table. Now students, that things are very important for the calculation of molecular masses. So the molecular mass of a substance is the mass of one molecule of that substance related to the mass of one carbon 12. And in our last lecture we have seen if you want to calculate the molecular or atomic mass for any element, then we are chosen a reference element, and that element is nothing but the carbon 12. It is obtained by the multiplying average atomic mass of each element by the number of its atoms and adding them together, that we have learned in our last lecture. And students, in continuation with that, suppose I have given some examples H2, H2SO4, and for such a molecules, if you want to calculate the molecular mass, then we can calculate by knowing the atomic masses of its constituent elements. So students, before going to that, we will take a good and simple example, that is carbon dioxide, which is provided in your textbook. Now students, for the carbon dioxide, we should know about the average atomic mass of carbon and average atomic mass of oxygen. Then we can calculate its corresponding molecular mass. So let us calculate one example. We are going to take first molecular mass of CO2. Students, in this CO2, carbon dioxide, one element is carbon and another one is oxygen, and we should know their corresponding average atomic masses. So, what is the formula to find out the molecular mass of CO2? That first we will learn. What the difference we have to take here. So look at here, the number of carbon atoms, that first of all we should take here 1 multiplied by, inside the bracket average atomic mass of carbon. That we have to write here. Average atomic mass of carbon. And students, after this, you have to take the sign of summation. And how many number of atoms of oxygen are present in the CO2, that we have to write here. 2 multiplied by average atomic mass of oxygen, that we have to take. So students, this is the formula for, if we choose H2O, H2SO4, we can also choose these molecules also. So this is the preferable method to calculate the molecular mass of an molecule, that is CO2. For CO2 we are going to calculate here. So students, by knowing these two values, average atomic mass of carbon and average atomic mass of oxygen, we can calculate molecular mass of CO2. So we can take their values. 1 multiplied by 12. All of you know that carbon C12 we have chosen as an internal standard. So the exact mass of atomic weight of carbon will be 12.00. So this is the atomic weight of carbon plus. In periodic table, all the values you have provided with it. So you have to learn the average atomic masses of the corresponding elements, for which you are going to calculate the molecular mass. So students, the average atomic mass of oxygen now we require here for the calculation 2 into 16. So this is the calculation part. 12 into 1 you will get 12 plus 16 into 2 32. So you will get the answer 44. So students, this is the method by which you can calculate the average atomic mass of average molecular mass of CO2. So the molecular mass of CO2 is nothing but 44.0 AMU, that is atomic mass unit. So this is for CO2. Students, you can also calculate for H2O. In your textbook they have solved that example. And another one, chlorobenzene also they are given, and sulfuric acid they are also given. So you have to just go on solving these problems. For H2O we can also calculate here with the help of this formula again here. By the shortcut method we can also calculate like this: molecular mass of, like instead of CO2 we are going to calculate for H2O. In H2O the number of atoms of hydrogen which are present are in number 2 multiplied by its atomic weight 1 plus the number of atoms which are in the H2 which are present in the H2O are in number 1 multiplied by 60. This is also, every time you, instead of writing all these formulas and like these things, you can also just go on solving like this method also. So 2 into 1 2 you will get, plus 16 into 1 16 plus 2 you will get 18. So this 18 is the atomic molecular mass of water. So students, this is the method for solving the molecular masses. Like that, for your homework you can just take another examples also. C6H5Cl and CaCO3. There are n number of examples in note 2 also. You can take, for example, means you have to calculate the molecular masses for these molecules, and n number of examples are also there. You just go on solving these examples for practice. So this is what about, you can say, the molecular mass. Now students, the next point we are going to learn is the formula mass. The next point of our chapter is nothing but the formula mass. What is meant by formula mass? First of all, we will see its definition, then we will go in depth. Some substances such as sodium chloride do not contain discrete molecules as the constituent units. In such a compounds, cationic and anionic entities are arranged in three-dimensional structure. Means, students, if we consider sodium chloride crystal, all of you know that it will present in the crystalline form. One Na plus ion is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions. One Na plus ion is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions. Like this. Like this arrangement is present. All the same distance, means if you consider Cl minus ions, all these Cl minus ions are equidistant from it, and sodium is also equidistant from the chlorine, and therefore NaCl is just the formula used to represent sodium chloride. Though it is not a molecule, similarly a term formula mass is used for such ionic compounds instead of molecular mass. Means, for NaCl we are going to calculate the formula mass. Now what is meant by formula mass? The formula mass of a substance is the sum of atomic masses of the atoms present in the molecule. So students, for sake of our simplicity, we will solve a direct how to calculate one of the problem for the how to calculate the formula mass of some molecules. In that, first of all, we will learn how to calculate the formula mass of NaCl, which is also similar to that of molecular mass. Now students, formula mass of NaCl we are going to calculate. How to calculate? So students, average atomic mass of sodium plus average atomic mass of chlorine, if you are able to do the sum of both of these average atomic masses of sodium and chlorine, you will get the formula mass. This is the simplest method to solve the formula mass of NaCl. So for calculation, first of all I will write its formula. Then later on you can solve a number of examples. So average atomic mass of sodium Na plus average atomic mass of another element, that is chlorine. So this is the formula, and it will be the simplest formula by which you can calculate the formula mass of NaCl. And why we are going to calculate, that I have already told. So for that reason we are going to calculate the formula mass for NaCl. Now students, the average atomic mass of sodium will be 23 and that of chlorine will be 35.5. So we want to just add all these numbers. Average atomic mass of chlorine will be 35.5. So by doing this simplest addition, you will get the formula mass for the NaCl. It will be 58.5. and if you want its unit, you just use this simple unit, because this is the number, a pure number. So like that, students, you can also calculate for different examples. This is the method for calculation of the formula mass. You can take for your practice CaSO4, and you can also take Zn also. So students, for calcium, the average atomic mass will be 40.1, and for sulfur it will be 32, and for oxygen it will be 60. So by solving or by doing all the additions, you can also solve the formula mass for this molecule also, that is CaSO4. And for CaSO4, you have to do the direct additions of atomic masses of their corresponding elements. For CaSO4, you are going to calculate the formula mass. It will be, for calcium, it will be 40.1 plus, if you look at in periodic table, the average atomic mass for the sulfur, it will be 32, and that value you have to use here, 32. And for oxygen, now here students, one thing is that if you came across with some numbers like this, then you have to go on multiplying it with corresponding average atomic masses. So what you have to do here, you have to multiply it with 4 into oxygen, atomic weight, average atomic weight of oxygen, it will be 16, 0.16 in periodic table, you already seen it. So by doing this calculation, you can just find out the formula mass for the CaSO4 also. So students, this is all about in our today's lecture. We have seen molecular mass and formula mass, their corresponding definitions and how to solve it. So this is all about in our today's lecture. Thank you very much.